Hello, welcome to the State of Waste for March 12th, 2023. We reached our cutoff this last week on the 8th for bills to pass out of one chamber. So there were a lot of bills that moved that didn't seem like they might. So bills that are moving rather quickly already passed out of the alternate committees. Senate Bill 5065 teaching about bone marrow donation. There was an amendment added to this that makes it so the information presented comes from a nationally recognized organization. So it's not just go down to the local mini mart and get some information about bone marrow donations. Senate Bill 5072, equity and highly capable. This amendment was passed in the committee and allows just alternate times for people to access the assessments for highly capable, just opening the door more for more people to have that opportunity. Senate Bill 5257 with adequate recess time. This does remove some things that teachers will be able to do. One of the things that's encouraged is to not keep kids in from recess if they didn't get their work done and things like that. Things that my daughter really, really liked is being held in for recess. She did not want to miss recess. Scheduled for executive session already. So they've been through public testimony, whole bunch of bills here having to do with paraeducation requirements, the paras and school safety portion. I did get some more information on that from the public testimony is that the bill it removes a portion from the prototypical model, but it doesn't specify where it has to be sent. So districts can spend the money where they want, but they felt like this line was a little too restrictive, and so they wanted to open it up so for districts to provide more mental health services to students. The ESD elections bill is scheduled for executive session, as well as enhancing the college-bound scholarship, the skill center course equivalency. That one should be a fairly easy one, and then the professional education workforce bill that would allow student teachers to actually get paid while they're student teaching, which would be great. And then House Bill 1113 is scheduled for public testimony, or had public testimony, but is not scheduled for executive session yet. That's the info on reprimanded teachers trying to get that removed after a certain period of time. Scheduled for public testimony this week is the PLC bill, also inclusive learning standards and instruction on sex trafficking. Those came from the Senate side. From the House side, moving to the Senate, justice involves students, IEP reimbursements, allowing IEPs to be done over the summer, and then alternative pathway options. And then Senate Bill 5243, the high school and beyond plan, kind of organizing that one. Also, Senate Bills 5311, the special ed multiplier, the student data universities bill, and the media literacy bill all will be scheduled for public testimony. And then the House Bill, students in homelessness, regional apprenticeship programs, and the free school meals for all. Bills that have been referred to committee but have nothing scheduled at this point in time. House Bill 1146, parent notification for dual credit. Senate Bill 5127, redacting student information. And then House Bill 1207, emergency expulsion bill. There were a couple other bills that had been referred to committee, still nothing happening with that. Credit for work experience. The admin contract bill allowing up to 3 years, that made it on I believe it was the last day. That wasn't really scheduled, so that kind of pushed through. So if that goes through the House, then admin will have that opportunity for getting up to 3-year contracts. The other admin bill did not make it out of the chamber. That was the one that added some protections and some bargaining rights for administrators. Senate Bill 5102, School Library and Tech Info, 5180, the Interstate Teacher Mobility, and the college and the high school fees. I was kind of worried that that one wasn't going to make it through. That one also made it through on the last day. Again, charging, not charging, but colleges would be reimbursed per class that's taught at a high school. So if there's 3 classes being taught, I think the public 4-year schools would be $6,000 the way it's written right now. So 3 classes of one high school gets the college $18,000. So it's a good deal all the way around. Sounds like there wouldn't then be tuition fees in that. So it would just be a straight flat fee. The Restraint and Isolation Bill, 1479, and establishing a TTK program also passed out of the House and have moved to the Senate and have been referred to committees. And that's it for this week. Amazing what happens when that cutoff comes around. A lot fewer bills to worry about. Those are ones that have passed out of one chamber to the other, and we'll see what happens as they move through committees. Hope you have a great week.